It's your boy Rasta back with another video for y'all, and we finna get straight into this top killers of STL EBT / Taekwon world. Now, a commenter, basically said, a sub commented and say, since you react to, the story of Get Back game, since I'm over here fucking tongue tied, since you react to the story of Get Back game, you might as well react to this. And why not? You feel me? If I'm gonna do all the killers of the Get Back game, why the fuck I can't do the other side too? Because, I don't show no favoritism. But we gonna get straight into this video. We gonna put the aux in this hole. That laptop, it ain't even dying. I don't need to know this. But we gonna get straight into this. We gonna stop the aux in here real quick. Even though I really don't even be needing the aux when I do these stories, really, because there don't be no music or nothing playing. But I just like the sound of it being in the aux. And plus, since it's a long ass video, I'm gonna try not to really do too much pausing. But we gonna get straight into this. It's a long ass video.
A lot of you guys, when you see this video, you're gonna question why I did this video, and all I'm gonna say is I got my reasons, which I'm not gonna divulge in this video. But I'm gonna start this off by saying, you guys know Ki. I know most of you guys know Ki. For those of you guys who don't know, there's plenty of stuff on the internet about her. The female assassin from EBT.
Oh yeah, and shout out to all the subs, man. All the new subs. If you a new sub, man, shout out to you. Thank you for rocking with me. I'm at 555 now. We almost at 600, y'all. Let's get it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Taekwon World, STL, Jar, all of them are together, you know what I'm saying? But she was from EBT, but she was turning up big time for all her homies, especially Tyquan.
Facts.
Her nickname was Tyquan Assassin. Now, people thought that FBG Butta and her were blood twins or something like that. They're not. They look alike, and Little J called them the twins.
They do look alike.
Ki, though, does have a blood brother, okay? And he's younger than her. And you can see the resemblance. I'm going to put up pictures of him here. And he goes by the street name G.I. Joe, all right? Now, I'm going to get to him in a little bit. But first, on the south side of Chicago, from about 61st and Vernon to 63rd and Eberhart, blocks that I'm going to show you guys in this video, I drove there yesterday, is a neighborhood that goes by the name in the streets Taekwon World. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Taekwon was a young man who was killed over there some years back. Basically, they're all together, STL, Tukaville, EBT, Taekwon World, that's all basically the same thing. Those are just like blocks that are all together in the same hood. Now, I had originally heard that Ki was EBT. I've also heard that she was just STL and Taekwon World. It's not important, but she definitely claimed Taekwon World, and I'm pretty sure that she was STL and Taekwon World, and her brother, G.I. Joe, is STL Taekwon World, and another guy who I'm going to talk about a little bit later on in this video, one of Taekwon World's top hitters, a guy named Wooski, who's currently locked up. I did another video on him as far as a case update. He's also STL and Taekwon World, so Taekwon World can also claim like STL's hits because these hoods are clicked up. Now, here's the thing, Jaro, okay, you have to distinguish between these hoods though, because they don't all.
My bad, y'all, man. We'll fuck cops right now.
Are GDs. Okay, Taekwon World, most of the members of Taekwon World are either stones or insane BDs. Now, STL and EBT are just straight GDs. They're not even insane. But most of the members of Jaro, though, are BDs. Okay, so again, Jaro are BDs. Taekwon World are either stones or insane BDs. STL and EBT are GDs. Okay, so this is why it's important to distinguish between these hoods. Now, there's one member, though, of Taekwon World who only claims Taekwon World and not something else, too. There's one member of Taekwon World who is a GD, who's not a stone or an insane BD, and he's a guy by the name of TB. He's one of Taekwon World's top hitters. I'm going to talk about him a little bit later on in this video. She took the nickname Taekwon Assassin after he was killed because Ki and Taekwon were really close, okay? Now, there's a member of Taekwon World named Richie Jerk, He is Billionaire Black's blood brother. Okay.
Damn.
And now
I didn't know that.
here's the thing. Billionaire Black is the guy who was accused of snitching by Titi Binez, who's Suwu. Suwu is clicked up with 051 Young Money. Okay. Jarl City and 051 Young Money are also close. Okay.
So wait, I ain't never heard no story about Billionaire Black snitching. Hold the fuck on. This nigga talking about some shit that the fucking niggas who be claiming they from Chicago. Well, I don't know if he from Chicago or not. Sound like a white man though. No, you know, no racism, nothing. You could do a story if you a white man, you know, on black community. But you know, he is kind of saying some shit that I didn't even know. He's saying that Richie Jerk is Billionaire Black blood brother. I didn't even fucking know that. And plus, he talking about Billionaire Black was snitching. TTB Nez accused him. Hey, we finna get into this video, man.
There's also ties between those two gangs. So when TTB Nez was saying that Billionaire Black was a snitch, it's like 051 Young Money was saying that he was a snitch too. All right, now.
Come on, tell us what the fuck he snitched on.
And Jarl City are close, and Jarl and Taekwon World are close. This has been causing tension between Jarl City and Taekwon World because this guy Richie Jerk, Billionaire Black's blood brother, he's like the big homie for Taekwon World. All right, now you heard TTB Nez referring to him in one of those videos. Right now, his real name is Marquise. Okay, Richie Jerk, I guess that's his street name or whatever.
I didn't need to know that.
Now the top hitters for Taekwon World. Taekwon World, you guys, this is like one of the sets on the south side that's putting in like the most work. These guys are some of like the most like rolling ass dudes out there on the south side. Like these dudes steady stay like lurking for ops, catching people. I mean shooting people. Like these dudes are out there for real out there. Taekwon World, man, they got a lot of like for real hitters. Their top hitters are probably
nigga. Is you recording and driving at the same time?
Up. Now Wooski, he has 3 bodies that I know of, and he also tried to kill a white cop. Another guy who's a top hitter for them is a guy named TB. Okay, that's his initials. His real government name is Terry Berry. He used to like mess with O Block Ocho inside of Dunbar. He's got 2 bodies that I know of, and he also shot one guy in his face for dissing KI.
Damn.
A guy named LC, a guy named Poppy. Now KI, she was STL, EBT, and Tyquan World. Not all members of Tyquan World are STL, but most of their members are Jarl City as well, except for TB. I know this gets confusing, but it's like, you know, these blocks are all real close, you know what I'm saying? And it's all like kind of the same hood, but people can claim one thing and not claim the other. I know this is confusing, man. Don't even worry about that. That's not the important part of this video. EBT is 64th and Eberhard, and I'm going to try and drive past this in this video if I can get there. Billionaire Black, like I said, his brother is Taekwon World / Jarl City. And that whole incident where he, you know, allegedly snitched on him happened back in 2010, 2011, when they were both still Welch World, okay? Now, this guy Jerk, Billionaire Black's brother, he has no bodies that I know of. He is a shooter, but he doesn't have any bodies. Neither does LC, but LC, I believe, left a guy blind by shooting him in the head. Taekwon World is 61st in Vernon to 63rd in Eberhard. Just know that EBT, when we're talking about EBT, STL, Tukaville, TW, Taekwon World, these are all like the same thing. These are all like clicked up blocks in the same hood. Taekwon was a young man from there who got killed. Young man, you know, when he died, she took the name Taekwon Assassin. Now, she had already killed Odie before that, but after he died, she really, you know what I'm saying, teed all the way up. Now, she actually taught a few other dudes in Taekwon World how to shoot. And here's the thing. The guy that D. Rose is accused of killing, Venzel Richardson, he was from Jarl and Taekwon World. Like, he was claiming both of those, okay? He was probably more Jarl than Taekwon World, but he was claiming both of those. And he was homies, like real close homies with TB. Now, I know that we had posted a video on my homie's channel. I was going to start a series, and I'm probably going to keep on going with this series about, you know, the top, like the dudes who are really out here the most for real in Chicago. He was the first one we were doing. He's a guy who went to.
I ain't gonna keep wanna pausing them, but like that is kind of sad though. Now that I think about it, that people gotta make videos on our top killers. Like, why y'all don't make videos on the people who do good, positivity? Why y'all don't do a video on corporate business, going to these? You feel me? Having things for the youth and making these videos for the youth, so they won't have to try and follow in the footsteps of these negative people. Because at the end of the day, whether y'all glorify gang violence or whatever, the shit is still negative. And it's like y'all basically influencing these younger generations to do the same shit. And it's like we ain't gonna never have no better world, bro, in this life if we keep doing this. But it's kind of fucked up that, you know, listening to people say, you know, well, we finna start doing a series of top killers. And it's like, is that really necessary though?
He used to mess with O-Block Ocho a lot inside Dunbar. He actually ended up graduating from Dunbar. Real cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Everybody likes him, man. He's one of the most popular dudes down there, you know what I'm saying? He's real good personality and all that, but bro, this guy ain't playing around. Like people, TB is the type of dude that, you know, makes people scared to come outside in Chicago. Like, dudes run from him. I mean, other killers run from him. For real, and I ain't gonna say who because I don't want to embarrass them. Some of them are dudes.
Nah, you gotta drop that name. You gotta drop that name.
Like other killers who have bodies, they see TB and they skirt. They run. TB has multiple. I'm just gonna say this: jobs that he's done. Okay, multiple, and he's feared down there big time. Like feared the way Ki was feared. All right, now he got a lot of dudes shook. All right, now he was homies with Venzel, okay, with Venzel Richardson, the guy from Jaro who D-Rose is accused of killing. Now, again, D-Rose did not really do that hit. It was done by a guy named Lil Los from Front Street, whose real name is Carlos Johnson. And I know I wasn't going to say that, but the case has progressed to a point where I can say that now.
I didn't know.
There's several members of Taekwon World, though, who, you know, again, claim both Jaro City and Taekwon World, like Lil Chris, Jerk, Bubba, a guy named Dro. And this makes the whole situation even more complicated with the fact that they're clicked up with 051 Young Money, who's now accusing Billionaire Black of snitching, when Billionaire Black's blood brother is one of the big homies for Taekwon World. All right, but anyways, getting on to some of the stuff that I was going to, this is all information that I'm building the scenario for you guys for what's going on now. Now, FBG Butta was often called, or he was often referred to as Ki's twin. He was not. Okay, Rakeem Wilton and Jakira Barnes, who have different birthdays, are not twins. Whether they're distant cousins or something like that, I don't know, but I don't even think that they're blood related. However, Ki does have a blood brother, okay? She does have a blood brother, a younger blood brother. And I'm not going to give his government name in this video, but I'm going to put his pictures up here. You can see the resemblance. I mean, it's like, he looks just like her. He calls
the nigga just said the other nigga name, though, Marquise. You can't give his name now.
He calls her his twin.
You already telling that.
That video that I had dropped earlier about Big A from O-Block being killed, I edited this out of the video, but at this point, everybody knows. So, there's no point in even, dancing around this issue anymore. Big A, whose street name was ASKI, A-S-K-I, for Ask Ki, he's the one who killed Ki, okay, and everybody knows this. Now, he was caught at Sammy's restaurant, a couple months ago, like I had put that video up. And I had originally not said who had done it. I had originally suspected that it was one of Taekwon World's two top hitters, okay? Now, Taekwon World's top hitters, one is that guy TB, another one is FBG Duck's older brother, who goes by the name Number 30, or FBG Brick.
I'm finna say, yeah.
Dropped a song together, as a matter of fact.
Okay, I don't know
now,
who 30
exactly
is.
what work Number 30 has put in, I've heard about it, but I don't have it confirmed, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything about specific quote-unquote jobs that guys have done in this video anyways, but just know he's one of Taekwon World's top hitters. Him and TB, they're probably, as far as the guys who are free, they're the ones who have put in the most work for them. Now, another guy who's coming home soon for them who's a hit is C-Ball. Now, guys, I'm not going to say who killed Big A, okay, from O-Block. I'm not going to say that. I am going to say, though, who did not kill him. When I did not say this ever in a video, but when I heard that Big A had gotten killed, my initial suspicion was that it was either TB or number 30, because again, these are Taekwon World's top hitters. I had thought that it was either one of those two. I was wrong. I was wrong. It was not either of those guys. Now, another guy who's one of Taekwon World's hitters, the same guy who I'm not going to name, the same guy who shot up 051 and 800's block, also, the word on the street is got a guy named Cheno from O Block. All right. Now, MOE, they're set from 57th and Union. This is kind of some interesting stuff. They called Taekwon World to kill Cheno when he was on MOE's block. All right, and allegedly it was the same guy who had shot up 051 and 800's block. Now, Cheno again was O Block. Taekwon World also shot a guy named Troy just the other day, but he just got away. He was shot in his arm and his leg. Taekwon World has only killed one guy from O Block so far. They've done a lot of hits on other people, and they've shot a lot of people, but they've only killed one guy from O Block. Cheno was killed last
He
summer.
just sped past their ass kind of fast.
Cheno had family in MOE, but the majority of them didn't like him since he was a BD from O Block, and O Block rocks with Folly, who's into it with MOE. You gotta remember, Folly is Stones. They're into it with Folly. MOE, who are GDs. MOE's over on 56 and Emerald as well. All right.
Folly ain't just Stones.
2017,
this BD's and Folly too.
Going on in the past. G.I. Joe, K.I.'s younger brother, and TB are basically riding around. They're out there lurking every day looking to catch people. All right. Like, these guys are for real hunting. And you guys know that Jaro and O Block had a truce brokered by a pastor over the summer. How that's holding up, though, not too sure about that. Now, getting to how the beef between O Block and Taekwon
this
World
nigga running red lights,
St.
everything.
Lawrence they really started the war between O Block and that whole section, EBT, Taekwon World, STL, all that. They kind of started the war between O Block and them back in 2010, because O Block was rocking with TYMB, okay, back then, in like 2009, 2010, and STL had made TYMB. So when O Block was rocking with TYMB, STL saw them as a threat. Now, one of these guys, okay, who I'm not going to name, but one of the guys who, is one of the top hitters for Taekwon World, he killed two guys. He killed a guy named Melvin Cook from Nico Gang. He also killed a guy named Capo from Front Street. Now, that's not GBE Capo. Okay, this is a different Capo from Front Street. He killed him. He also shot Front Street Mano in his face. All right, and again, I'm not going to say that guy's name. Damn. But he's one of Taekwon World's hitters. Now, the reason why he was going after the guy from Nico Gang is because Nico Gang is clicked up with 600. They're a mix of GDs and BDs. Now, Taekwon World also recently lost a girl named Bobby. She was Lil Boo's first girlfriend. You know, Lil Boo from 600? She was Lil Boo's first girlfriend. She was killed by accident at a party back in 2015. All right, now she was cool with everybody. She was cool with 600, Taekwon World, 051, 46, Jaro, STL. She was cool with everybody.
That's one thing. That's another thing too. Like, just because you cool with motherfuckers, like, that shit do not matter in Chicago. Like, and then especially if you get into it with one of the sides, they gonna swear up and down you 600 now. Like, if you get into it with STL, you been hanging with them, for the longest, they gonna swear up and down you 600 if y'all, have a little disagreement or something. And that's just how Chicago is. But, like, knowing people and having all that shit does not matter down there, bro. Like, if you one of them niggas from out of the city and feel like, oh, you move with these packs of people because you feel like you untouchable, okay. Every last one of them motherfuckers around you will start dying until you end up dying.
Now, here's the thing, guys. You guys are going to say, well, I'm letting the ops know who killed who. Here's the thing. With the hit on Big A, I am going to say this. Those you guys who think that I'm letting everybody know, the ops know. They saw the face of the shooter who killed Big A. Big A was not alone, and they saw his face. Now, people are going to say, well, when is this all going to stop? Like, how in the heck is this stuff ever going to stop? And the answer is, it's not. Because these dudes, you have to understand, like, they're losing people, okay, that they really, really cared about, you know what I'm saying? So, to tell them, well, you just gotta forget about it, homie, it just is not going to happen. Like, the pressure on them to turn up for their dead homies or for their dead siblings or dead.
And I understand that. Like, I don't be trying to like push like, you know, too much positivity, because I know at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna listen. Like, you know, only person who can change some shit that somebody does is they self. So no matter how much, you feel me, politicking I can do with you, or no much, you know, no matter how much speeches I can give to somebody, the shit ain't gonna go and seek through them mentally if they not trying to listen or trying to change themselves. So it's like, you know, you got people out there in Chicago, bro, who lost people, you know, close to their heart, and it's like they not gonna let the shit go, so it results into violence. So if you think about, if a motherfucker kill your homie and you go kill theirs, that war, you basically just started a war that ain't gonna never end. Because after you kill him and they gonna kill you, your homies finna come get, you know, some get back for them killing you, and then they gonna try and do the same thing to your, you know, whatever homie that did that. But man, shit just crazy down there, bro.
Is huge. You know, if they don't turn up for their dead brother or dead sister or dead cousin, the shame, like just the disgrace, the shame that's brought on them by everybody in their hood. So this is what people are up against, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what people who want to stop the violence are up against. Because you've got a bunch of people that are dead, family members, okay, that don't want to let this thing go, ever. You know what I'm saying? And to keep it going, like, this thing just goes back and forth and back and forth. I'm going to do another video about the 051 and 600 back and forth war. And you guys are going to see. Like, it just literally just back and forth, like nonstop. It never stops. And some dudes, you even got dudes who were falsely claiming bodies they didn't even catch, and getting killed for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just wild, man.
Facts.
How this
Facts.
thing it's just like, man, I look at this and I'm like, man, how can this ever stop? See, a lot of people look at this from the outside. People who ain't from Chicago, or people who are from Chicago but ain't from like this type of a situation. They look at these kids and they say, oh, they just wilding, or these kids are just crazy, or these kids are just bad, or they just got bad parents, or stuff like that. That's all wrong. That's all off. This is what I've been trying to explain to people, man. Like, these kids got family, like, or people that they look at as their family, that they've seen die.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people can't relate to the pain of that. You know what I'm saying? They can't relate to it. So they don't understand why this violence can't stop. Because for them, you know, people that, you know, lost their family or whatever, they ain't gonna have peace. Now, here's the thing. They ain't gonna have peace even after they kill the person either. They're not. You know, killers don't have peace, but they believe the lie that they're hearing inside their heads, so they go ahead and do it anyways. You see what I'm saying? Plus, they view it as like, well, I have to defend myself because the people that killed my family are gonna, you know, not gonna stop, and they're gonna try to kill me too. And they may be right. So it's just a much more complex and difficult situation than people are willing to admit. Now, I'm not gonna say too much about K.I.'s little brother, G.I. Joe, about what he's done specifically, because I can't. Other than the fact that I'm gonna say he earned that nickname. There's a reason why they call him G.I. Joe, and he became G.I. Joe for her. So, you know, as you can see, and as you're gonna see in other videos that I'm gonna do about the back and forth between certain gang conflicts and how certain people become killers. The devil, evil, whatever you want to call it, is a guy in Chicago in his spin cycle. And it's literally going to take a miracle to stop it. So, there's your boy Chicago News. I'm out.
Damn. Did he say Chicago News? What did he say? I don't know what he just said. I don't know if he just said Chicago News. Maybe he is from Chicago, but he definitely sound like a white man. But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. That's interesting though. I fuck with his video though. Like, I really do fuck with that video. But when this man just said people out there like claiming bodies and end up getting killed for it. Like, I know motherfuckers who personally claim bodies, bro, and didn't even have nothing to do with that shit. Like, that is crazy. But this a long ass video though. I ain't gonna have this motherfucker too long. Like, comment, subscribe, get to the 1K, road to 1 million. Shout out to whoever, I don't know. It said 3-Shot Josh. I guess that's his name. So shout out to him for doing this video. Or even if he wasn't the actual person who, you know, created the video and somebody else just uploaded it on their page, shit, still shout out to you for uploading it so I can watch it. But we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, get to the 1K, road to 1 million. Your boy almost touching that 1K, man. That shit felt like a dream come true, man. But go ahead and keep getting me up there. And we gone.